Say hello to the Dutch cruisers as they sail into World of Warships Blitz. The colourful beginnings of the first independent Dutch Navy are as unique as the empire it would eventually be tasked to protect. Originally a series of private charters defending the interests of the various merchants, trading guilds and local authorities, it would eventually coalesce into a unified fighting force in the 80 Years' War, fighting for their independence from Spanish rule. In the Second and Third Anglo-Dutch War, the Dutch managed to gain great victories over the British and the French, led mainly by the legendary Admiral Michiel de Ruyter. During World War II, most of the Dutch fleet was located in the Dutch East Indies, present-day Indonesia, protecting the resource-rich archipelago. However, it would eventually come under attack by the Japanese on December 8, 1941. Although aggressive use of their small submarine flotilla dealt an initial heavy blow to the Japanese, the Dutch Navy would once again be called to protect its holdings. The first in line is Tier 1, Van Kinsburgen. She is a versatile artillery ship that is good at carrying out escort and training functions, in addition to acting as a gunboat. Tier 2, Gale Deland, is a Holland-class protected cruiser, a typical vessel from the turn of the 20th century. After receiving a number of armament modifications, her main battery consisted of 8 120mm guns mounted on the deck. The next in line is Tier 3, Java, a fast cruiser with 150mm artillery mounted on the deck. The Java-class warships were laid down in the mid-1910s. Their combat characteristics were similar to those of cruisers of the World War I period. Tier 4 De Ruyter is a light cruiser built to defend the interests of the Netherlands in the Pacific. Her main battery guns were placed in super-firing turrets. Tier 5 Celebes was a development of the Java-class ships. She was larger in size, and her main battery guns were mounted in turrets. She comes with Sonar 1, equipped to reveal pesky destroyers hiding nearby. Tier 6 Kerkduwen is where this line really comes into its own. She is a variant of a new generation light cruiser project developed in the late 1930s. Her main battery comprises 8 152mm guns, and she is equipped with Sonar 1 and Air Defense Alert 1 skills. From Tier 6, the new Airstrike Mechanic will become available. This mechanic allows you to bring land-based aircraft to an area of the battlefield and drop bombs on targets from afar. This can be used to flush out enemy ships hiding behind islands and from caps that they are contesting. You will have multiple charges of this skill, so use it wisely to deal the most damage to enemies while also supporting your teammates. Tier 7 Eendracht is a variant of a new generation light cruiser project with 10 152mm guns as her main battery. She is equipped with Sonar 1 and Air Defense Alert 1 skills. Tier 8 Haarlem is a heavy cruiser design armed with German 203mm guns and 120mm dual-purpose artillery manufactured in Sweden. These capable guns can make quick work of an unaware destroyer or lighter armored cruisers. Tier 9 Johan de Witt is a smaller version of a Project 1047 battlecruiser armed with 240mm main battery guns. She is quick and stealthy, with a strong detachment of bomber squadrons called in from land, allowing you to stack up damage on large vessels like battleships or heavy cruisers. Last but not least is Tier 10 Gowden Liu, a battlecruiser project, Project 1047, developed in the Netherlands in the late 1930s to counter the Japanese fleet in the Pacific. Her main armament comprised 9 German-built 283mm guns. She comes equipped with 3 Sonar 1, 3 Air Defense Alert 2, and 2 Precise Aiming System 1 skills, giving her the need to take out any enemy destroyer or cruiser in her path. A good tactic is to take your time, hide behind islands, and use her airstrike to pressure enemy capital ships to leave zones. This Tier 10 will help contest caps and support allies against overwhelming odds. Dutch legendary commander Michiel de Ruyter was a well-established commander that fought in multiple wars, spanning from the First Anglo-Dutch War to the war against France. Thanks to his accomplishments and skill as a commander, 6 Royal Netherlands Navy ships are named HNLMS de Ruyter, and 7 are named after his flagship, HNLMS De Zeven Provinciën. This Dutch legendary commander has arrived to sail the Dutch cruisers into battle, equipped with the newest skill, the Flying Dutchman, which increases airstrike squadron speed by 8%. Allied to this skill, he also possesses Air Defense Expert Plus, Recon and Surveillance Plus, Extinguisher Plus, Honor Seeker Plus, and Horizontal Protection Expert Plus. A unique Dutch-themed camouflage will also appear along this line. The Royal Netherlands Navy will brighten your ship up with the Dutch colours and improve your stats to maximise your potential on the seas. On Tier 10 Gowden Liu, it adds 4% to ship hit points, main battery firing range, large caliber AA range, and airstrike bomber HP, as well as a 60% bonus to XP and silver earned in battle. The Dutch cruisers are awaiting your command, captains. Take to the seas and blow ship up in World of Warships Blitz.